Hold on a second. I think it's me.
You sank?
I had stuck,
¿Qué pasa?
stood in an unholy amount of dog. Hello and welcome to...
No, start again. No, start again.
Hello and welcome to Vogue and Amber, the pod.
Woo-hoo!
With our co-host, Imogina.
Woo-hoo!
My golf shoes.
Oh, yes.
Full throttle on the Lezo front, eh?
Excuse me, I gave Amber that.
I know,
Stella McCartney Adidas, which is such a cool brand.
I said to Immo, oh, but they're a size 8. And she's like, hey.
Amber, you're a size 8, you big
Listen,
bloke.
I just said to, shut up, I just said
So
to
am I.
They're a bit snug. They're a bit snug on me, all right, so.
Go get us your cow print. Amber got the cow print Adidas. Everyone.
Oh, yes.
Go
hold on.
show us, and then I'll decide, because then I'll make Amber buy them for me. Sorry, I bought myself a pair of Nike running runners the other day because they were so gorgeous. Do you know how much running runners are now?
Oh no, how much?
Help is on the way, dear!
£190.
I'm actually reluctant to show because I don't want other people to get them. And it's actually pony print, so I thought it was quite fitting that I sounded like a pony coming back. Hey, clip, clop, clip, clop.
Amber, you'll have to get me them. Go on, order them.
Fucking Vogue, what's wrong with you?
A revolution.
Do you know how the internet works?
No.
They're so
are
good.
they on
And each
ASOS or
print
what are
is
they
different. They're pony. Achoo! I'm allergic.
Pony, they look like a cow.
on? Just order me them, will you? Just fucking order.
What do you mean just
Can you
effing
please
order?
describe
Effing order?
them for those who are listening and
Okay,
not
for
watching.
those of the aural senses, they are a cow patching.
Cow patching. Oh my God, she is not a fashion influence.
There's a black tongue on them, and then the stripes are green, fern green, I would say. But they're absolutely delicious. I don't really wear a lot of black pants, so I'm going to have to start wearing black pants. But they're a real cool dude runner, you know. People would stop you in the street and say, "Excuse me very much."
Hello, cool dude. What size you get?
7.5 always in Sambas.
God damn it, they're not on. Amber, order them. Go on, order them now. Order them for me now. Amber.
Size.
Do it, Amber. I don't want to do it. Amber, guess what? So Amber and my dad died. God bless his soul. God rest his soul.
Papi.
My dad died, and we basically...
What?
He had...
No, I'm joking.
He had a wedding ring, obviously. He had a couple. I wish I'd found the
should
other
have done it
one.
by now.
Anyway, I found it. And Amber and I split it in two, so we've got half a gold ring each. Amber, mine's broken. It's cracked.
Muerto. And that's dead.
I know. It's not dead.
No, muerto means dead. I was surprised how he did it because I thought he would have melted it down and done two nice rings, but he literally just cut in the middle.
I think he bought cheap. Now we have to buy twice. Okay, because mine's
Mine's perfectly fine. I have mine out. Do you know what the problem is, Vogue? You didn't wear it. You didn't wear it as an homage to
Amber,
Papa.
I wear mine all the time. You're the one who currently doesn't have yours on. Mine
because
never
I
leaves
put
my finger.
tan on. I can't have rings on when I've done my tan.
What tan did you pop on? What are you wearing?
A bit of BBV, gradually.
There's a new product in my bathroom that Kieran gave me at my birthday that you can try. Don't post about it or anything because it's a surprise, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, Winnie, first of all, talking about jewellery. So Winnie's not doing great at the moment. We're looking out for him, but he's not doing great. He's 14, but I basically was worried something was going to happen to him. So there's this jewellery brand, Philippa Herbert, who made me necklaces, and they take all the kids' fingerprints. And like we got one for Jane, their nanny, and they have like these charms with their fingerprints on them. And she took Winnie's paw print for me.
Oh, how cute.
I know, so I'm gonna have a little paw. He's not dead, but Winnie is not going to be alive forever. So I thought that was a really nice idea, isn't it? I mean, I am getting him stuffed as well, but
Vogue!
I have considered it.
I mean, I kind of think I'd do that as well. Maybe not the body. He's got a bit of a dodgy body. I'd go for just the head.
No, but you can't. It'll be a bit weird just to take the head off. But I don't know. I feel like if it wasn't for everybody judging me, I would get him stuffed. If it wasn't for everyone judging me, because everyone would talk about me. They'd all be like, "Oh, cool," and then they'd talk about me behind my back.
So your week has been poor little Winnie Wonka?
Poor little Winnie Wonka, not feeling the best, but he's. What is I'm completely broke. I've never spent so much. I always used to say that about Winnie. Never cost me a penny. Besides having to flying back from Australia, never cost me a penny. Wow, he's making up for it now. He's certainly making up for it now. Dispensing his meds. I'm gonna have to get him a special medicine case. He's on so much stuff at the moment. But anyway, everyone. 11/11, make a wish.
Okay.
Oh, now I don't know if I believe that because I've been wishing for the same thing a lot of times, and I've seen 11/11 a lot of times. I'm starting to have problems with this superstition bullshit. Fucking it happened again when I was going to the office the other morning. 3 pairs of magpies. I was like, grand, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. Feeling it. I mean, I encountered one single one. I said F you, but obviously I saluted him, said 10 on 8, 765, magpies forever. So then I went into work. I was having a good day. And then the guy that sits opposite me came and sat back at the desk. He had been in a meeting upstairs. And I was like, what the fuck is that smell? He smells like stale milk. Because remember we were talking about your man who sprayed on the curtains. I was like, what is that? Oh, God, it stinks. The
and then I was just like, hold on a second. I think it's me.
You stank?
I had stood in an unholy amount of dog shit.
Yuck!
It was so bad. I had to go to the kitchen. Luckily there was blue roll and I got some gloves and stuff like that, spraying stuff, trying to put, it was bleh. And the runners are still at the front door. So I'm waiting till it gets rainy a bit and go down on the grass.
Drives me mad when people don't pick up their dog shit, especially on the road. It's like, what are you how do you think that's okay? And do you know who are worse? The people that pick up the dog shit and leave the bag. And,
that's
I was on
what happens.
Cliffwalk. There's
that's
loads
what
of
happens.
bags on Howth Cliffwalk. You're still littering. You're actually making it worse. Leave the shite on Howth Cliffwalk and don't pick it up, and it will eventually go back into the grass. But putting it in a bag.
Back up the dog's bum.
Let's shove up your bum.
No, I'm sorry. That's exactly what happens around my work. Dublin 8 do better.
Dublin 8 sort it out. There's a massive dog shit outside our house here, and I'm like, what? First of all, what was there a Great Dane hanging around here or something? It's just.
I think it's usually Labradors and Golden Retrievers. No, I could never have a dog of that side. I've seen what comes out of them. Couldn't be. No.
I'm desperate for a Doberman again. I will one day get another Doberman. One day.
Rocco was a good dog. So, I didn't get to finish as well last week about Gigi being past remarkable again.
What was she past remarkable?
We were sitting on the couch on was it Saturday morning, and she spotted my tapes. Why do you have fake hair? I was like,
why do you have fake hair?
Because I've got wispy hair. And I was like, you wouldn't want to be sensitive around her, would you? And then actually when we were coming back from the soft play...
She's right about the tash, though.
Vogue. And the nose hairs. Listen.
Girls, I'm sorry, but I found them on Office. Emma, 7.5 UK. Emma, do you want a pair?
They don't have her size.
Shopping on the podcast.
Well, have you never shopped on a podcast? Don't even tell me that's not true. You have. I've seen you.
Okay, I might have shopped once or twice on a podcast.
Of course. It's when you were talking about your shoulder and Emma's eyes glazed over, and I knew she was buying something online because she was like, I need something to get me through this shit.
Do you know what she was probably doing? She was probably buying one of those back straightener things so she didn't have the same issues with her shoulders. So anyway, we were on the way back from soft play last week as well, and we were in the car and I was like, okay, we're going to entertain these monkeys because, obviously I'm so good at showing them graveyards and hills and stuff like that. But this time I was like, we're going to play a game and you have to be quiet, and the first person to speak loses, but then the last person who doesn't
Silence in the courtyard, silence in the street. The biggest fool in Ireland's just about to speak. Speak, fool, speak.
Well, it was in the UK, and anyway, we were there. Otto told me to stop because I was wrecking his head and I was singing a song. And then Gigi spoke first, so she had an absolute meltdown. So yeah, it went well with your kids.
I have an in my opinion this week. Do you want to hear it?
Oh my God, we haven't done them in ages. We haven't spoken about our weeks yet.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think all pillows should be like hotel pillows. And why aren't they? Because I've been Googling and I'm going to do a bit of research for everybody here. I'm going to try and find the perfect pillow because I found some hotel pillows. Basically, I was staying in a hotel, the Pig, because I was down with Elizabeth Day.
Because you are a pig.
Because she's launching her new book, which is brilliant, by the way. I'm halfway through it. And we were down there, and everybody the next morning woke up and was talking about the pillows and how really well we slept and how amazing it was. And I'd had a few drinks, and I still got 7.5 hours sleep. And I was like, this is sorcery. Because usually when you drink, you kind of wake up. And I was like, the pillows. And then they told me where they got them, but I couldn't find them. But I guess just like hotel people are able to get them. But I know the person who does the PR for the hotel. I met her that night. I'm going to find out where... I think the difference in sleep by having a nice... Like, I want them everywhere. So that's my opinion.
Well, I tend to use 2 pillows and I don't think it's good for my shoulders. But funny you should bring up sleeping stuff because I got a new mattress topper and I'm telling you now, my bed looks like it's a bigger bed. I'm having the best sleeps and I'm absolutely delighted with myself. I feel like I have a new bed.
I want one.
That's fair enough. Oh, Jesus, no.
Send me the link.
No.
Send me the link. Send me the link. I just think there's nothing... Like, I have... The mattress I have in London... Have you slept in my bed in London, Amber?
I didn't really. I just felt because it was your bed. Also, every time he stays here, I was like, just make sure the bedroom's clean because I'm going to record in there. He's like, I had the best sleep. So I've got a house full of men at the moment.
Oh, I forgot they were all saying poor Amber was letting Alzo get an Airbnb.
No,
Him and his
Vogue.
friends are over.
I wasn't letting anyone.
900 quid for an Airbnb when my house is empty.
Vogue, your house is not empty. There's 2 people that live here. And like, you would have people here on the weekly if you could. Let's be honest with ourselves.
I'm very giving and sharing.
You'd meet someone down in the village. Oh, you have someone coming in to do your painting. Come up and stay in mine for a week. No problem at all. The girls won't mind. You're just too, it's just a lot. Do you know what I mean? And especially if you're putting them in your room because they're on my level. No, thank you.
Alzo's, that's your brother.
I'm fine with Alzo. Anyway, I made an exception for this time. Also probably because Meg goes away. Okay?
I've made an exception.
We're just not having it become the norm, which I think is fair enough. Sometimes I like to walk around in my bra. You know? My brassiere.
Sure, who'd be looking at you anyway, Amber? Who'd be looking at you?
Everyone. I mean, even when I walk by the windows, I have to cover them up just in case the nosy neighbours.
You would spot them from a mile away, in fairness. How are your house guests?
Well, I was downstairs working at 6:30 this morning and one of them came in. He was most lovely. I did the handshake because I'm very formal. And then Alzo came in, gave me a hug. And then the third fella came in doing up his belt. I was like, excuse me, thank you very much. I cannot take off my top and go around in my bra. And he came in for a big hug, which I wasn't expecting that early in the morning because you know the way...
Morning breath.
Just people are smelly in the fucking morning.
What were they all doing up at that time? This is Alzo. This is the difference between Alzo and us.
To go golfing. They're going to play 36 holes today. That's 8 hours.
I told you wouldn't see them.
Vogue. We will see. It was night 1 and I made sure I was in bed before they came. Because I was up at 5:30 yesterday. I was like, I'm so tight. I won't be here. There's a key under the mat. Good luck. Bye. I went and I did a big shop and everything for him. Left all his goods down in the island. So they had a few beers and a few packs of Tato last night. So we're all going for dinner. There's a gang of 10 of us going for dinner tonight. So we'll see how that goes.
Who? Where? I hate when I'm not invited.
I'll have to tell you next week on the May.
Well, can I just know? Is it with my family? My family?
Yeah, it's with your brother, your sister-in-law, your other brother, your mother, your stepfather, your auntie.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Oh, I know where you're going. I know. Don't
Where
care.
else
Whatever.
would we bloody going?
I know. Well, I finished telling you about the Pig. So we went to the Pig for Elizabeth's book launch, and I was sitting beside a lovely man. And I was like, so what? So I turned around to Elizabeth's husband. I was like, so what does he do? Because you should know what everyone does. Do you know who it was? David Nichols, who wrote One Day. I nearly passed away. I was like, David, I was like, I've just finished your new book. I was like, I can't believe it's you.
Is his new
And
book
then I was
sad and romantic as well?
his new book's lovely. It's a really nice, easy read. I feel like his books are cozy. He was telling me about the
One
way
Day
he
was not
writes.
cozy. That book finished me
A lot
off.
of it was cozy. A lot of it was cozy. I told him that you wouldn't read any more of his books because you were too sad.
I can't handle sadness at the moment.
He was telling me how he wrote. So he'll write his whole manuscript, his book. Like, he has quite a long process when he writes. And then he'll write the whole thing, and then he'll leave it aside, and he'll write the whole thing again without looking at it because he'll have changed things that he wants to change. Yeah, it's wild. And then but when you read his books, you can kind of understand why he does all that. So he was there. Elizabeth Hurley and her son Damien were there, and her son Damien is gas crack, but he's like the perfect. His face is perfect. She looks about five. She's never gone to the gym. She hasn't gone to the gym since the 80s, she said. And I was like, right, she mustn't eat. And I watched her. I watched her at dinner and I watched her at breakfast. She got the full pig fry, ate everything. And I was like, oh my God, what? She's just one of those people. It's fascinating.
That God loves more than the rest.
Yeah. There's some sorcery going on around her as well.
This is like last week, Emma, with Berserk.
Berserk.
This is sorcery. I spoke to in like
Sorcery.
dictionary, but she's only signed up for one word a week.
Shut up, Amber. Are you still getting your word a day?
Why do you think I have such an extended vocabulary, Vogue?
You actually don't.
Do you know what I
It's quite
actually
frightening
naturally
to me.
used yesterday? Do you know what word I naturally used yesterday? And I could see the guy that we were out for lunch with. He's like, oh. I was like, it's just to pay homage, to the person. He was like,
You think pay homage is a fucking big word?
no, it's a fancy phrase that it wouldn't slide off your tongue like it would mine.
It's a fancy. Oh, it would slide off my tongue. Thank you very much. I'm en route. Hello. Anyway, and Bear Grylls and his wife were there. I felt I was in very good company. I don't really know how I made the guest list, but thanks to Elizabeth Day, I was taken down. Had lovely food. Now I know it's not possible. It's like when you go to the theatre and you're like, I want to go to the theatre every month. When I went to stay in that hotel, I was like, I'd love to stay in a hotel like every month.
Where was it?
South Downs, but supposedly there's like 9 of those pigs.
Yeah,
I've never
there's
been. I've
quite a few
heard
of
of it. Have you been to the pig?
I've not been to the pig, but I've heard good things about the pig.
Yeah, I've just never been, and I really enjoyed it. I think I want to go. I love those little like kind of boutique-y hotels. Now, I really am funny about there not being a gym in the hotel, which I know doesn't really concern everyone. And that pig was okay because there was a running. You could go running. But I
had a bit of pig for brekkie. Had a bit of bacon. Whilst we're on the subject, Hickory smoked.
You're treating yourself to bacon midweek. What? Wow, you save pancakes and bacon for like.
Oh, okay, Vogue.
For
Like, F off with your
Saturdays.
judginess, or else I'll be en route to beat you up, eh?
Do you know what I've gotten myself into? I was the kids basically they wanted to have a movie night because we're trying to take the TV away from them during the week because they've been tough work, and so I said we'll have a movie night this weekend, and now I've told them they can. I said that next time you can take a friend, and then I dropped them to school, and I kind of felt bad because they were so excited about it. So they've got 2 friends each coming, and they're going downstairs to have a pizza, candy floss, popcorn, some jelly sweets movie night.
What time is the movie night? Is it actually at night time?
No, I mean it's ending at 6 p.m.
That's so cute. They'll love that.
I
Gigi's
know.
so prim and proper the way she talks. I'm like, excuse me. She is a teenager.
What film they're going to watch?
Listen, I haven't even got that far yet. It's something fantastic.
You need to have the
I'm gonna
movie
pop on a bit
prepared.
of Jaws.
Jesus. Is it tonight?
I'll go down. I have to say, I'm going to get them blankets and everything and like sit them downstairs. Well, it's not really tonight. I'm picking them
This
up
afternoon.
at 3:30. Yeah, and I'm like. An afternoon. I'll let them play for like an hour and then they can sit and eat their pizza and have their sweets when they're watching the movie. But I have to time it because they're leaving at 6, so we've got 2.5 hours. So they can play for like an hour and a half and then they can sit and watch the movie and eat.
They're so funny and so cute.
Do you remember staying up for midnight feasts and you'd like have to wait till midnight and then at midnight you'd have a feast?
Yeah, like absolute losers.
She was a loser child, you know. You didn't know her.
But when I was in London last weekend. I'm going to be coming over again soon, and I went on your recommendation to the local nail salon, and I actually didn't get to tell you because you were gone by the time I came back. It was from start to finish a total disaster. Total disaster.
Well, I loved the nail salon across there.
Your one did a terrible job. So we went in anyway. Anything that could go wrong went wrong. So first of all, she put this colour on my feet. Actually, I did show you because remember I showed you the colour and you were like, they look like dead person's feet.
Choosing
Not my
nude
feet,
is
the
one
colour of the nails.
Choosing a nude is the hardest colour to choose, and sometimes
But it
I
wasn't
have gone
nude.
dead
I don't know
person
what
on
it
my
is.
hands.
I don't know what it is. So basically, I was like, when I saw that colour on my feet, I was like, fuck that, I can't have that in my hands. So I asked her, could I change? And she was visibly irritated by me wanting to change the colour. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, do you want another layer on the hands? And I was like, yeah, because it wasn't fully thick enough. But I went to move something because I can't really stay still for quite long. And then I scraped.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
She actually walked off. And I was like, oh my God, where the fuck is she gone? I think she had to go and take a moment. So I put some of the nail varnish on the seat.
Go and take a moment because Amber is so annoying.
But when they were doing my feet, I swear to God, I tried to get a picture of it, but I couldn't because I thought your mum was going to think I was taking a picture of her. I, like, you know the way they do the full thing on your heels and stuff like that with the dry skin? I kid you not, it was one of those handheld cheese graters. It wasn't like it was a handheld cheese grater she was using on my feet.
Amber, I have to disagree with you. I have been there many times.
Well, I'll show you my nails. I'll send a picture.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the toes.
It's funny when you don't, like, obviously everyone has different experiences of stuff like that. I had a customer service experience this week that I was like, what? So I have those washable rugs, as in you put them in and mine are so big, some of them, that like I have to put them in like just a large laundromat washing machine. So I don't have that in my house. And I sent them off to this place that had a laundromat washing machine, and they sent me a bill back and they were like, before we go ahead, it's £585. And I was like, what? And they're like,
for
well,
3
it's a rug.
rugs.
One rug. I was like, and a service wash is £20. So I was expecting it to be £20. And I rang them and I was like, hey, that's a washable rug. It goes in a washing machine. And he's like, yeah, but it's a rug. I was like, yeah, but it goes in the washing machine. I was like, I'm not asking you to like clean it like other people's rugs. I'm telling you, it goes in a washing machine. He's like, we'd still have to charge you £585. And I was like, just send the rug back. Send.
Bring it back
the
to
rug
Ireland,
back.
and we'll go to one of those big, massive industrial ones that they have. And just
I've already
fling it
gone
in
to
there.
one. It's gone somewhere else. 20 quid. Imagine that. Imagine they hadn't asked me, and I'd paid more than what the rug cost.
That's an outrageous cost. Outrageous.
Crazy, girls, crazy.
And also you missed it, but you were at a different party. You were at a different person's party, and I was at James O'Neill's 40th, which was I don't really know what to say about it apart from it was quite unbelievable. It was amazing.
Yeah, he said it was amazing.
Unbelievable. Like I had set
I saw
myself.
a sparkler up someone's bum.
Yeah. There was
There was a
basically
man
we went
on a pole with a sparkler up his arse. A man on a pole with a sparkler up his hole.
Frederick texted me last night and he goes, so funny. He was just like, see at James's birthday, did that dancer actually stick that sparkler up his ass? I said, yup. And he goes, Jesus, what's the older generation think of that? Could you imagine Mum and Neil? So we went firstly for drinks, then we went across the road for dinner.
Imagine someone's
and a
like, what you do for a living? Well, tough one to
No,
explain,
it was a drag
actually.
show. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
and
I'm jealous of it.
I kind of lost track of time, and then I looked at my watch. It was 1. I was like, fuck, already an hour past my bedtime. So then they were all getting a coach to the next venue, and I was just like, no, I'm gonna go. And they're like, come on. And one guy came up to me and was like, I'm not even drinking. I was like, no, it'll be game over if I go. And they all went to, I suppose you could probably, a rave or whatever. So I was delighted.
They went to a rave.
A rave
till 5 a.m. it was open till.
It looked like great crack though.
I'm so glad I wasn't around because I would have been at the rave. Is the problem? That's where Amber and I will differ. I'd go to the rave. So
You would definitely be going.
Go on.
You definitely know. I have the wherewithal to say, do you know what? No, not happening.
Well, I went to a party that I thought would be more relaxed, and I got to bed.
Oh
at
yeah.
4:30.
You stayed up later than me. I had to break up with my therapist because there was a conflict
interesting.
because of you.
Because of me?
Yeah, we were basically in the session, and I'd offloaded, and then she goes, "I have to stop you there. Are you Vogue Williams' sister?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Okay." And I was like, "She's my sister." And she's like, "Oh God, there's a conflict." And I was like, "For fuck's sake, I've already fucking offloaded." So I thought
What's the
about
conflict?
because social circles. She knows people I know. So, and she was so lovely, so warm, and I was like, "This
But
is."
that would have been nice because she'd already known.
No. It was too close to home. I thought about it. I reflected upon it, and I was like, "Do you know what? It's not. No, not great." So, and then anyway, I got in trouble with the hypnotherapist because I told her.
Excuse me. Hold on a second. Take a step back. Were you bitching about me? How did
wasn't
she know
bitching
where?
Vogue,
Amber,
we
I don't
sound the
just come up.
same.
What were you saying, you stupid arsehole? What were you saying?
I wasn't talking about you. I don't have any beef with you at the moment. She makes me buy her things because she doesn't want them when I'm initially purchasing, and then she bullies me into ordering. Like, what would I be saying to a therapist about you? No.
Emma,
so.
do you not think that sounds a bit fishy?
How is it fishy? What?
Don't worry. I'm gonna get back onto my therapist and bitch my whole off about you.
So I had to break up with her, which I'm sad about. But then I got in trouble with the hypnotherapist.
Because you did like her.
I did really like her. She was really good. But then I went to the hypnotherapist and she's like, "You shouldn't be doing 2 types of therapy." But like, I'm really trying with the hypnotherapy. But like, I genuinely think I fell asleep yesterday.
God, you and I sound like we were just not coping with life well. I had a hypnotherapy
No, and then in the
session
middle as
today.
well, you're supposed to be like focused with the headphones on, and I get in trouble for opening my eyes. She's like, "Close your eyes." But then if I close my eyes, I'm kind of half falling asleep or else thinking about 20 other things. And then she scared me out of my slumber. And then I had to say, "I'm really sorry, I have to go for a wee." And she was like, "Have you got issues with your bladder?" I was like, "No, I just wee a lot."
You do. You have issues with the bladder. You have to just hold it in every so often.
If I hold it, I'm going to piss myself. Anyway, I've got loads of more notes, but I tell you what I'll finish on.
Thank God, I thought you were not going to be finished there. I thought, what about the kebab this week? When did that happen?
There's no kebab. I was considering a kebab on the way home, but the situation I had on the plane, Jesus, people had a lot of feckin' opinions about that. You're one putting her foot in my foot space, and people were like, "Just kick her." I was like, "I can't kick her. That's assault."
I don't think it was that bad. I would have just said, "Here, listen, will you move over? We're on Ryanair here, pal. Space is limited."
Space is of a premium when it's a Ryanair flight. Like, no, it was bad. And she blatantly did it because her bag was too big. And so what I did was, I was like, obviously because I'm not confrontational, I was like, "Oh, well, she was asleep." So I had to wake her up so I could go for, because we were on the ground for like an hour or something. And I was like, "Sorry, I have to go to the toilet." And when I stood up, I kicked my bag right over to the partition. So then she would have gotten the hint. But then I came back and she was still kind of edging into my space. I was like, "Oh God." But a lot of people have very strong opinions that like they would either put their foot on top of her foot, they would kick her, outright kick her. And I was like, "That's fucking assault, man."
Kick her.
Loads of people said I would kick her. Yeah.
I'd kick Amber, but I wouldn't kick someone I didn't know. Emma, I wouldn't even kick you.
And then she
kick
was,
you know, Emma. We know each other so long. I might kick you.
but then she was hogging. But I think that's fair enough if the person in the middle is taking the 2 armrests. That's what Mom says she does. You need to get on there early, Amby, locked and loaded.
I don't really fight for the armrest. I just want, because I like to sit in the window seat.
See, I'm an aisle girl usually.
To look at. No, I'm window seat A, fly over Hoth, and I keep because then you've got the wall of the plane, everything, and you can just fall asleep. It's lovely. It's a
Imagine
great
how
spot.
many other people's scaldy heads and dribbles have been on that wall.
I don't really care. I'm just too concerned about looking after myself. I heard one of the best insults.
Oh.
So when I was hanging out with somebody this week, and there's somebody that she doesn't like, and she described her as, she's like someone that's crawling on a ceiling. And I was like, what?
That's like your one feckin' Tony Collette in Hereditary. Do you remember that?
She was like, it's like a scary thing from a scary movie that you see on the ceiling. And I was like,
Oh,
my
because she's
God,
always
that's
there
so
creeping around.
No, just being a little, because she's just terrifying looking, basically. And I was like, wow, that's actually, it's pretty harsh, but what a good way of describing it. I thought
like a
it was
demon
mean,
or
obviously.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Sister cards.
Obviously, she remembers this week. Okay, sister cards. I can't really do.
Oh, this is a good one.
If one possession of your sister's could belong to you, which item would you choose? I was kind of like, I don't really. It's a hard question because if I want something, I'm just gonna fucking take it. I was like, I'd like to say, like, honestly.
I want that cross that Neil got us when we were younger. That you, me and
Oh
Amber
God,
got
I'll
given.
search it out. Where the fuck is it?
Me and
I'll
Amber
search
got
it out.
given these like diamond crosses from Neil when we were younger. Of course, I lost mine, but Amber still has her fucking communion money, so she has hers. And that's what I wanted. Once I heard about it, I was like,
sentimental gifts. I told you I still have the little cross with my name
we're swapping
engraved.
it. Didn't we promise we're swapping it? I'll give you that watch for that.
What watch? Oh yeah, no. What I do is I
My
also
21st birthday present.
I also have the one that Mom's mom Jean gave me, and it's got an engraving on the back, Happy Communion, Amber. So that's from when I was 7. So that's about 60 years
Amber,
ago.
stop showing off, okay? Stop showing off.
I'm just saying I keep sentimental gifts. Okay, yeah, the cross. I don't really like. I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah.
You want everything of mine? My car.
I don't know. I literally listen. It's not a stretch. Oh, maybe the house. I'll take the house.
Over my dead body.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in? This again was a tricky one for me because I will never be able to reveal that story to the public.
It was.
I
Honestly,
told Pete. Pete was like, "Oh my God."
Which one was this now? There was a few. It was like, it was so many incidents wrapped up in one. Are you talking about the principal or are you talking about the house guest?
Oh my God, there's so many. Oh, the house guest people know about already. I said about that and they never live it down.
Oh, so you're talking about the principal.
Yeah.
Oh, Amber.
But there isn't. There's just, I was thinking about, there's so many. Like, I just always got in so much trouble. Always, always, always. Like, I remember one time, like, as a joke to, like, not impress people, but, like, you remember the old prefabs in school? I remember running against the door and, like, just jumping into the door and falling back. Do you know what I mean? Like stupid impractical joke or shit or something like that. And one of the nuns, Sister Mary Paul Troy, caught me and she made me sit outside the classroom then.
Sister Mary, fuck. I wouldn't want to get caught by her.
Sister
She
Paul
was
Troy.
terrifying.
Yeah, she was scary, Mary. She taught me algebra.
The worst trouble I've ever been in. You see, I was thrown out of my house when I was 17, but I just didn't really care. So I was like, whatever. I was such a little bitch that I was like, bye, I'm going to stay with Dad. So even though I was in a lot of trouble, I kind of would never have cared.
I'm the more sensitive Sally in this dynamic for sure. I'm definitely.
Yeah, I wasn't too. I got suspended once. For
I never got suspended.
I got suspended for a week and I was thrilled because 2 of my friends were suspended at the same time. We were hanging around the wrong crowd, obviously. And we just had a great time. We had a week off. We hung out with each other. It was great.
I mean, they tried to put some manners on me. I think they achieved in the end, or maybe I just achieved in the end, but I was just naughty. That's just not naughty. I was just a bit of a tearaway. And I didn't mean to be, like, I wasn't, like, there wasn't any malicious intent or anything. I was just a bit wild and, yeah. Have you ever lied to impress someone? No.
No, I don't think you should do that. And I think that if you're trying to impress somebody by lying about something that's not true, then, like, you probably don't want to. You shouldn't want to hang out with them anyway.
I don't lie. I don't lie because I just don't lie, and also whenever I've tried to lie, even a little white lie, it's just I can't. I just have a big fucking ear to ear grin on my face. I can't do it. It's just not within me.
Okay, next one.
If you could invent a national holiday, what would it celebrate? Friendship.
I would invent a national holiday. I'd call it Sofa Day, and no one would be allowed to leave their house. So you'd have to prepare for it. Like what was that day where you couldn't go to the pub in Ireland? Good Friday.
All the pubs used to be closed, Dimo. Like, it
All
used to
the
blow our
pubs.
mind when we heard about in the UK that like pubs are open on Christmas Day and people go there for Christmas dinner. We were like, what? Like, Good Friday, everything would shut down. No pubs would be open. No alcohol would be allowed to be served or sold on that day. You were supposed to eat
So
fish.
you'd buy all your booze on the Thursday, and we would go on the absolute sesh. But I would have a day, I'd invent a day that you would, so no shops or anything would be open. You'd have to just, it'd be a sofa day and everyone would stay at home and you'd have to just chill and watch TV all day and do nothing.
I quite like that
Lovely.
idea, okay. But I still do like the friendship idea. Friendship. What's a rule your parents had that you thought was unfair? Loads. Like, they had so many rules.
Endless.
No calls after like 9 or 10 p.m. Like,
I remember if you heard the phone ringing after 9 o'clock, I'd be like,
You'd be
that
shitting
poor
it.
bastard,
Shitting
whoever
it.
that is in so much trouble.
and then like also how they made us get up early on the weekends.
Oh yeah, we were up at like 7:30, hoovering the stairs and washing the cars and cleaning the kitchen. Like that's probably why we can never sleep in now.
We weren't allowed to have any phone calls from boys until we were like over 16.
Amber found a way around that one, huh? Girls calling.
There was just like, they had a lot of unfair rules just in terms of like when we used to compare ourselves to our friends. It was like, yeah, it was a lot. It was like under Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda.
God, you're the image of her.
What would be your excuse if you got pulled over for speeding? I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh God. I could never lie and say I was on the way to the hospital.
I really don't like getting in the trouble. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. I'd be very nervous about that. I really don't like it. Have you ever got in trouble with the police, Mo?
No.
Amber?
Yes, I did once.
Oh!
It was like minor trouble, basically, because both of my brake lights were broken, and which I didn't realise, because obviously you don't look behind your car.
Yeah, that is
And I got
dangerous.
pulled over, and I'd just been to I'd found basically like a bird with a broken neck, and I'd taken it to an animal hospital because I felt really bad all the way out in Leatherhead, and it took me forever to get there, and then I had to pay like 50 quid for this bird because it was a charity, and I didn't realise. Anyway, and then
And
it
had
ended
to
up
be
dying
put
anyway.
down anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on the way back from my good deed, I got pulled over and fined 50 quid for having both of my brake lights.
Oh,
So
like
that
I
was
tried to
100 quid down the drain.
I've had them pull me over with the lights and everything. I've literally poo-pooed my pants.
Oh no.
Terrifying. And then one other time, I got absolutely stung on my phone, and he pulled me over, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
I was once going down. This is like years ago. Probably when I was in my early 20s, going down. You know, if you go down Dame Street in Dublin, anyway, you're not meant to turn right. But anyway, I was literally on my phone, and then a policeman on a motorbike came up and just stopped beside me and just wagged his finger and went no, and I was like, ah! And
I
that
did
was
get
it.
in
And he
trouble
just
for
drove
cycling.
off, and I was like, ah!
I did get in trouble for cycling a bike and being on my phone, but they pulled up beside me. Get off your phone! Like, some people I know, like, have been brought home by the police. No, I couldn't. I'd be terrified. Okay, if you had to live in a different decade, which one would you choose and why? I'd choose the 80s because of the music. The music.
80s.
Definitely. And do you know why? Because you know that episode of Black Mirror?
Well, like you were born in '83. You kind of were there for that.
Oh, do you think I was able to go out to nightclubs and stuff when I was fecking like, 7?
Do you ever see that when people do that on TikTok? They're like, show us the way that you would have danced in the 80s, and the parents.
I
always
love that
dance.
with parents. They're
It's
all
such
really good dancers.
They're all really good dancers.
But it's really good music. No, the thing about it is, have you ever seen this episode of the Black Mirror?
No.
Imo, San Junipero, and it's so, you need to watch it. It's about two lesos. It's just the nicest love story, but they hop between different times, and it's just, it'll warm your heart. That's actually something else I want to.
Warm your heart.
So basically, I keep on getting served up all this stuff from The Summer I Turned Pretty. Remember, I dumped that because it was like for children. But now I'm getting served up all the finale episodes, and I'm like, I have to go back and watch it. Like, I was nearly fucking crying the other day watching it. Like, and only a little shitty clip. But I love love, and I love happy endings. So, not those type of happy endings.
Okay, next.
Then the last one. What's the stupidest reason you've ever gotten into an argument? I'm currently in an argument with my girl group over our Christmas dinner. I'm probably going to get into shit for saying this, but like, 2 of us want to go for dinner at 6:30. The other 2 want to go for dinner at 7:30. And they're going to blame me and say that I'm difficult, but I feel like everyone's digging their heels in.
Who wants to
and
go
just
at 6:30? I'd want to go at 6:30.
Me and Keelan.
Lynn doesn't want to go till 6:30 because she wants to put Lulu down.
It's one night. Give me a break. It's December the 12th. Like, don't be saying you can't commit to 6:30 at this stage. Anyway, I'm definitely going to get in shit for this.
I'm trying to think of a stupid argument I've had. None, because I don't fight.
No, sometimes you realise, and it's just like, ugh, like
I'm not
you
fighting
let
with
certain
anyone,
thing get to you, and when you realise and you reflect upon it, you're like, do you know what? That's me just being a shithead. Like, because I'm in bad form and I don't have. I'm not like emotionally balanced. You know what I mean? And it's like what they say, take 20 minutes if someone pisses you off. And I'm a firm believer in that. Like Nelzo said something to me via text the other day and I was just like, no need. And then he came back. That's all I responded. No need. And then
Neil had a go at you. Oh, I don't like
not
it when
a
that happens.
go. He kind of made an underhanded comment and I just said no need. And he came back and he was just like, I'm just trying to make it a joke. Obviously didn't come across like that. And I was just like, listen, I appreciate your apology. So, yeah.
Doesn't sound like an apology to me.
It was.
Yeah,
he said sorry.
I hate noticing you're wrong as well. You're like, damn it.
No, I don't mind it anymore. I like to have a good conversation and like where you achieve
Amber,
understanding.
such growth in Amber.
I do, because like it happens in work as well. Do you know what I mean? I hate having friction and I love having harmony.
No one likes fighting. There's nothing worse than when you're fighting with somebody. I'm not fighting with anybody, but what I will say is there's a few people that I used to be friends with that I wouldn't be friends with anymore because you can kind of see through their bullshit.
I've realised the older I'm getting, I kind of like, because I love to have a little bit of reflection time on things, you know what I mean? It's two things I was reflecting on. I was reflecting
Very
on...
observant, Amber, as well you are, aren't you?
Very self-aware. Two things I was reflecting on. I have less and less time for people the older I get. Like, and I think it's because you kind of realise time is precious and your investment in people is like, it's of high value. And I just feel like, yeah, my tolerance for people is waning a little bit, just like kind of like, oh, fuck off. Sorry. And then the other thing I was reflecting on, and you'll agree with me on this, folk, I think, or unless we already spoke about this, about how your relationship with your parents becomes so much stronger the older you get. And it's such a pity that only happens when you become mature in yourself and you're able to have that kind of leveled out, balanced kind of mature relationship. And I just, yeah, I love it because maybe
I think that didn't really happen to us properly till like we're in our 30s. But Damien Hurley and Liz Hurley are very close, and I'd love to be that close with my kids. I think maybe that generation you'll be closer to your kids, because I'd love to have that where you're just like best pals.
I would talk to Mom pretty much every day, and then like they're going back to Spain on Sunday, and I will miss them because I enjoy spending time with them, and I've enjoyed having them here. So that's, I suppose, maybe. No, I don't.
Agony Amb. Okay, Vogue and Amber. This is Michelle. I need you to be a bit life coachy. I've just been offered a really exciting job in Zurich.
Do it.
It's exactly the kind of role I've been working toward for years, and the salary and benefits are amazing. The company seems fantastic and the work itself is right up my alley. But I really don't want to move, and I'm scared of leaving the UK. I love my life where I am, my friends, my family, my routines, and the thought of leaving everything behind for a new country is stressing me out. I'm worried about feeling isolated or out of place. I know this could be a huge career opportunity, something I might regret turning down later, but the idea of packing up my entire life and starting over somewhere completely unfamiliar makes me anxious. Should I take the leap? Yes, and don't look at it as in you're moving forever, because that will make you scared. Just look at it as in you're moving
It's
for...
a stepping
just say,
stone.
give it a go for a year, and if you absolutely despise it after a year, you can always come home. You don't have to commit to being there for like 15 years or whatever. Like, you just...
One of my pals moved to Zurich, and she, not to use such a cliched phrase, never looked back. Basically loves it over there. The quality of life, obviously it's way more expensive, but hasn't regretted it for a second. I just, like, to Vogue's point, if you don't like it in a year, you come home. But even like, you might only have to invest 2 years of your life. And sure, we were only giving advice to someone else the other day about how to meet new people. And actually, I realised I still have that app on my phone, and it is called Geneva, an app that you can download to make friends and meet new people.
Yeah.
So we think you should go for it. And yes, your family and friends, but I'm sure there's loads of flights between Zurich and London, if that's where you are.
Zurich. Yeah, I think go for it. I think it could be quite a fun step. Now, sorry everyone, we're finished for this week. Hope you get yourself a pair of the pony skins. Amber.
No, I'm not showing anything. Everyone's going to be having them now in Dublin.
Oh yeah, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Please do keep sending in your agony abs and your lovely emails. We love them. I really look forward to the bonus because I know that they're going to be there. vogueandamberpod@global.com.
Okay, thank you. Bye.